Well, my introduction to the World Sailing Speed Records was way back before there were any. And in England, people have been claiming that their boats were fast. And then somebody said, well, my boat's faster than his, and the speeds that they were claiming were ridiculous. And so the Royal Yachting Association set up an event to find out what really would be the fastest boat. And John Player Tobacco Company offered £1,000, which was a lot of money in 1972, for the prize for the fastest boat at Weymouth Speed Week. Each sailing event, to be an official event, needs an independent witness, who used to be called an observer. But right at the start we had a problem with observers, and so the name was changed to be a commissioner. An observer can only watch, whereas a commissioner can ask for information and say, yes, this is all right, or no, it's not satisfactory. So I have to make quite sure that the depth in the trench is more than half of the beam of the boat, or board if you like, that is sailing on it. And so we have set this minimum depth. But actually it's cured itself, because the competitors do not like hitting the bottom, and it crash, which is very unfortunate. Well, the first thing is the survey of the course. We have an independent surveyor from whichever locality we're in who measures very accurately the 500 metres. We use 501, but it can be 500 metres. It cannot be less than 500, that's why it's 501. So I checked that. He puts transit posts at 90 degrees to the baseline. So there's a post, those two. So every morning I check that they haven't been moved in the night and they really are still at 90 degrees. So that is absolutely, has to be established that that's the correct length. So then the cameras are set up, and I make sure the cameras are running, but without a picture you can't have a record, couldn't be ratified. So we do absolutely everything we can to make quite sure that there are no mistakes and that this person really did do the record. Maybe we'll be able to get accurate timing with GPS that people wear, but just at the moment we have not accepted this. It's not accurate enough. We didn't think sailboards could do 14 knots, and now they're over 50 quite frequently. Nobody thought that Sail Rocket would get over 60 knots. The problem with Sail Rocket is they've beaten the record by so much that it's discouraged people from actually trying to beat the record. Because everybody needs records. It fuels the development, it encourages the people, you get the new ideas. The World Sailing Speed Record Council wouldn't exist if there were no records. I would say everybody's personal best speed is their world record. To them, it's the most important speed that there is, and we treat it like that. Yes, there are barriers, but it's your own barrier. Once you believe it can be done, then you're halfway there at least. And when there's no wind, it causes endless trouble, because everybody's trying to think of something wrong. When the wind is there, the trouble goes. And then when you get the record, they go down to barrels and they have the most tremendous party, and there's food flying by airmail and there's booze all over the floor. And I can't stand barrels. It's beyond my endurance won't cope with that. And you know, I'm crawling home from barrels up to here is not my idea of a nice party at all. No.